nestled in a rainforest about an hour and a half south of Cairns. Come with us this week as we take you on a journey through Paronella Park. To access the park, you must first cross a suspension bridge over a waterfall that has provided renewable hydroelectric power to the Queensland energy grid and the park for over 90 years.
So we're here at Paronella Park and we're going to learn all about it. Come on.
This guide provides an introduction to Paronella.
Man's dream, Jose Paronella, decided to leave school to become a pastry chef, but that wasn't too profitable. So he was looking for a better way to make his fortune and discovered that Australia was in a dire need of workers. Then at age 26 in 1913, he came over, landed in Sydney and began working his way coming up north, entering Queensland and first the mining industry. But soon he left that job behind and came even further north until he reached South Johnston, where we have the sugarcane mill and the surrounding cane farms. Now at that time we had thousands of cane cutters living in this area. Jose became one of them until another team lost their cook. With his background as a pastry chef, Jose was the man for the job, and he continued his job until he saved up enough money to purchase a piece of land from the government. He then cleared that land of the rainforest, turned it into a cane farm and sold that with profit. Staying here for 10 years, he did that same scheme 12 times over until he saved up a grand total of £30,000. Today, that would be almost $3 million. Quite a businessman. Now, Jose was also arranged to marry a woman by the name Matilda, but first decided to come and make his fortune. However, while here, he sent back home not even one letter, leading everyone to presume him dead. By the time he went back to Catalonia, Matilda had found a new husband and already had a child as well. A bit embarrassing for both families, but Matilda's mother had the solution. I have not one daughter, but two, and the youngest one is still single. Jose, you can marry Margarita instead. Now, we don't know how happy Margarita was with his marriage, but soon they left on a 7-month honeymoon throughout all of Europe, and we do believe that honeymoon may have changed her mind. During that honeymoon, however, Jose was not only about fun and games. He kept an eye open for anything and everything that he found interesting or useful to build his dream later on, which he had told his wife was to build a European pleasure garden out in the tropics of Queensland, which is Paronella Park today. Then after that honeymoon, they came over together and were looking for a piece of land when they met a German cane farmer by the name Koppen. He owned a lot of this land and further north, clearing it of the rainforest to turn into cane farms for himself. Jose met up with this guy and was able to convince him that this land with rocky slopes and of course the waterfall was not ideal farm ground, and that he should sell it to Jose. And so he did. Jose then bought 13 acres of land for £120. Today, that would be about $11,500. A wonderful deal. After buying this land and clearing some bushes, he began constructing the first building, which is the white one, right there. Known as the cottage built by Jose in 3 months' time. After that, on Christmas evening of 1931, he and his wife moved in there together and that became the family residence. Nowadays, that is our museum, and later in the tour I'll tell you what you can find in there. In the group to hold hands as you fall.
Great time to point out my shirt.
Love it.
So we've just finished the Paronella Park tour. It's very informative and there's a bit of history here which is very interesting, so definitely worth checking out. We're now standing in front of the bamboo forest and there was an eel down there which was pretty cool. Never seen an eel in the wild before. And we're going to go and find some turtles to feed. We've found the turtles and we're going to give them some food. There's also this pink-headed turtle here, which is very rare, so hopefully we can spot one.
We got him.
And some for the fish. Look at them.
Oh, they're so cute.
And this is the pink-headed turtle.
The urban turtle.
The urban turtle. Urban turtle. Ah. There we go. Oh.
I had urban. Urban makes so much more
Urban
sense.
turtle.
That's cool. So we've made it over to Teresa Falls. You would originally come through the secret lovers, or not secret, but lovers tunnel, but that's closed and occupied by microbats. So we've come the long way around, but it's really beautiful. It's named after the owner's daughter, the original owner's daughter. It's lovely. This was the first building built on the property, way back when. It was the family's residence. Now it's a museum. So we finished our tour of the beautiful Paronella Park, had a bit of a wander, taken some cool shots. Definitely recommend coming and checking it out for yourself.
In the time between the day tour and the night tour, which starts at around 6 p.m, we had a bit of time to kill. So we tried to go to the post office, but the four-legged attendant wasn't too interested in helping us.
Oh,
I just want to pet you.
I'll pet you so bad. Just me? Can you be a good boy? Oh no, don't walk away.
After a challenging customer service experience, we decided to kill the rest of the afternoon by going for a drive in the hills behind the Paronella Park area. Guided by illuminated umbrellas, guests are treated to a number of spectacularly lit exhibits before the main event, a light show in the garden. The owner of Paronella Park here provides an introduction to the musical pieces that you too can see if you visit Paronella Park.
Some beautiful music that we still use today as part of telling the story of Jose and Margarita. Telling the story but celebrating the life of Jose.
After finishing up the light show, it was time for us to return to the van. That's it for Grind and Unwind this week. Tune in next time to find out where you can see platypus in the wild.